B Square.
Good morning. Hi. Soon as I hit record, pulled everything off. That was funny. That's a way to start the day. Happy Sunday, everyone. We usually do this on Saturdays. However, some people are way too busy to do production on Saturdays every Saturday.
You are very busy. A very busy, productive woman.
We being nice today.
You know, yawn.
I felt the pearls today, so that's what she did.
You be yawning during this video?
Am I do?
Yawning.
I was awake during service, so I might be.
Okay.
Are you gonna yawn?
I might.
You should feel rested. Okay.
I was tired.
Clearly. So I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful day, and week for that matter. You may hear extra noises in the background because we have our little niecey poo Fluffy, the dog, and the child who loves her some Fluffy. So there's that. Not Roof. Anyway, any revelations that you had this week?
No, it was a very busy week with work. They trying to get their money's worth. Work for you too.
Focus. As they should. What else was going on? I can't remember what days was in this week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I meant the dates, like what had happened.
Right.
See, when I do it on Saturday, I can remember.
My brother had a birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday to Big Bro.
Happy birthday, bro.
Somebody else had a birthday. Whose birthday was on Monday? The 16th?
100% sure. It's a lot of August birthdays, I'm not sure.
Today's the twins' birthday, so happy birthday to them.
Happy birthday, cousins.
Duran's birthday was Monday.
Happy birthday, Duran.
Tomorrow is Kinley's birthday.
Happy birthday, Ken.
Yes, she'll be 7.
Getting old.
I know. All these kids are growing up, and I can't take it.
My challenge, I'm up to 31.
31 or 43.
I might have missed one, but it's okay. I'm 31. Or is it 32? Yeah, 32.
Yeah, you said 32 earlier.
32.
32 or 43 on his 43 drink in August challenge.
Easy.
So you're going to do this again next year? You're going to go for 44?
I probably will. I might. I don't know. I may drink in November, too.
For my birthday?
Mm-hmm.
I'm younger than you, so that's easier. Okay. Next week. Anything coming up next week?
We have a draft next week. I had a draft yesterday. I have a draft next week. I got to focus. I haven't started preparing for my draft yet.
Me either. And I'm supposed to draft as well.
There'll be a new edition of B Squared coming up soon. It's our fantasy football longest yard newsletter.
Zoom in. I didn't approve this message.
Stay tuned. New content coming.
That will be
Hey, Fluffy.
That will be a separate video for Ben to do the newsletter.
So what is this B Square production called? We'll come up with titles.
Saturday, even though it's not Saturday.
What's on your mind? Tell it like it is. The truth.
Tell it like it T.I. is. That's how you're supposed to say it.
I ain't saying it like that. This dog.
You gonna let her out? Riley, let Fluffy out. So our recaps.
Boring. Both of them.
Married at First Sight, was that boring?
Yes.
Did I make it through the first time? Ooh, I made it through the whole thing? Oh, look at God. Married at First Sight. I didn't take any notes. That's how that was. That's how that went.
Pretty much, we just run through the couples real quick. Johnny and Bao. They have that issue still with the knowing each other, being friends, and trying to transition from that.
Well, he told her this time that he is liking her a lot. And he didn't know if she was reciprocating. And she did tell him that was being reciprocated.
Moving on.
I guess that was it. Marilyn and Gil, he did a nice little romantic situation. And then called her Cookies Bougie. Just like her. Macaroons.
But he kept eating them. Because
he said they're good. He said, but they're just bougie. He said, and they like a chocolate chip cookie, which in the preview, it looks like she gives him some chocolate chip cookies. So that was cute.
That's good. I hope that she did go on the plane. She didn't want to, but, what's it called? The water plane.
Now I'm not going to be able to figure out where it was.
Don't worry about it.
It was like a helicopter.
That was a plane.
There goes the yawn.
The plane that lands in the water. Water plane. Anyway, she did that. She didn't want to. She complained afterwards, but...
She complained before. She just didn't complain to him.
Don't
worry about what I'm doing. You know how you see something and you be like, I want to taste that. And they couldn't wait. I had to. Mind your business.
That's not good. Okay.
Mind your business.
Next couple. Oh boy, got COVID.
Just the whole thing is facing the wrong way. Oh my God. On today. I was wondering why I was still hot.
Michaela and what's the boy name?
He go, I ain't talking. I was wondering why I was still hot. When I had my fan turned the wrong way.
Okay. Michaela and
Zach. Zach has COVID.
Which is, we can talk about that.
Okay.
It was weird that they said they were going to send her home.
They did.
Because he can't stay with her. He has to stay on the island.
And he has to stay longer.
Right. But why send her home early?
What's she supposed to do? She can't be with the other couples.
Why?
I mean, I guess Gil was, huh? I don't want them to be like, oh, I don't know.
Well, I guess, I don't know. I guess if she tests positive, because, they did have relations, so maybe.
I mean, that's something. Michaela and Zach have relations.
But it shouldn't be, they shouldn't send her home on a plane with a bunch of people if she has potential to have COVID. They should have quarantined her right there with him.
They might not necessarily
have told them
that they had relations. They might be watching it with the rest of them like, we probably should have did that.
Anyway.
But I love how they already miss each other. Now the preview shows something different. Not something different, but it's all in editing and such. So Hurricane K may have come out. We don't know. But who else? Rachel and Jose, they're all over each other, but they're not on the same page with finances. Or like gender roles and things like that. Like he wants to take care of the house.
And her.
I mean, he want to feed her. Now, I'm with her. That's too much. Like, if we in a romantic setting and you want to feed me a strawberry, cool. But I'm grown. No, I don't want one. See, that's what I'm talking about. You didn't ask me.
That fool said, let me brush your teeth.
No, sir. I will get my teeth just as clean.
Wait. The fact that he said, I have an electric toothbrush. She had a regular toothbrush.
She said she has an electric one. She just don't bring it.
Then she said, let me brush your teeth. Wait, with your toothbrush or mine? That's the first thing I'm thinking. Like, brush my teeth.
That's absolutely not for me.
That was crazy.
You was going to close that. No, and I got another one.
No, I was not.
Now, he talked about me eating, and then he going to go ahead and eat.
Who else? Now listen, I may have fell asleep on the episode where they talked about
Brett and Ryan.
the plane trip.
Well, that's stupid. Brett and Ryan. Mm-hmm. The one that was scared of the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know she was scared of the plane, but I don't know if she had an episode.
I don't know if she did either.
I missed that part.
No, it wasn't shown.
Okay.
Did
he say something about it though?
Yeah, because he was like, I don't know if she had an episode. It was more or less she was terrified. And so he was like, her being terrified kind of is annoying, and he's trying to get past it. And I was just like,
already?
Yeah, but sir, you're annoying. You and your ranching is annoying.
Who? Ranching?
Yeah, that's the one that ranches and kills animals and stuff. And she ain't down with it. You know, typical wonderful people stuff.
Okay.
I think that's it, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Brett and Ryan, Mirella and Gil. I'm gonna mess up these people's name. Rachel and Jose, Michaela and Zach, and Val and Johnny.
Tune in next week.
Hopefully, it's about to get good because now they're on their honeymoon and they're about to start getting into some stuff. Rachel and Jose did go fishing, and he kind of let her go ahead and do the fish and whatnot.
And he helped her out
when she wanted him to. That's the thing, like, it's okay for men to help out, but sometimes if I didn't ask for help, I meant that.
Moving on.
So, put a ring on it. So
boring.
Now we're down to 2 couples because... Boring. Are you done? We're down to 2 couples because Darian and Alexa, of course, went their separate ways. Alexa is working on her. Darian's probably working on Kai. I don't know. But, so, Eric and Jessica? Mm-hmm. Look at me.
Big ears.
Both of them chose to go on another date with their previous people they had went on dates with.
Yeah.
Jessica put out there that she wants Eric to respect her and not let his date. What's his date? What's the girl name? Little girl. She does all the touching. She's a masseuse. No, she's an esthetician, but she does all the massaging and facials and things like that. Oh, she's good with her hands. So she don't want her touching him.
And I'm assuming that she must. Never mind. He laid his head, her bosom. You see it?
Can we get there? So after she requests for them not to do all that touching and respect them, they go on a date. They sit in a Himalayan salt room. That what it was? And they're in robes. And he just nicely laid on her. And she was giving him a little hand massage. And I was like, this is not...
That sounds so
anything.
Inappropriate when you just said it like that.
A hand massage? Why? I didn't say she was massaging with her hand. I said hand massage. She was literally taking his hand and rubbing it. And he was like, I'm going to get in trouble. Why you going to get in trouble, sir? But I truly think that him and Jessica are going to go their separate ways. I don't think he's going to give Jessica a ring because he even said out his mouth, I shouldn't marry anyone if I'm having feelings for someone else or if I'm feeling some type of way with someone else, which is true.
She needs to be on her own to get herself together. Mm-hmm. Because she has some issues with feeling something from him. And sometimes you get to a point to where you know somebody so long, you don't know how to treat them any different than what you treated them in the past. You can't see them in any other light. When they grow, you don't see them growing. Mm-hmm. So then now you're not compatible at all because you don't see the new person.
Well, the issue was her, remember? So he ain't able to see her growth either.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like, so she's growing and she's wanting more and it's just not working for them. They're not going to make it. Back up real quick. Married at First Sight? Nobody makes it. Go ahead, go for it.
They're
LaRonda,
not gonna make it.
LaRonda, and Sean Shon.
So for the first time, they populate his name, and I'm like,
That wasn't the first time.
the
Every
first
week.
time I said
Every
they
week.
populate. I had a peanut on my shirt. Anyway, for the first time, they showed him.
Pause. You hear the peanut on your shirt? Ain't no
cashew.
peanuts in this thing at all. Where the peanut from?
It was like a cashew.
Huh.
It's on the floor now. We gotta find it.
What you get?
But
All right, I'm done.
For the first time, they populated his name up there, and I saw it and was like, "You spell your name Shon? Sean. Sean." Anyway,
His mama named that.
bless her heart. But Jessica, back to Jessica, she definitely has to get to know her, be okay with her. As I said before, you got to come into that thing whole, because he's not going to change how she feels about herself, and a lot of her insecurities are about herself. She wants people to make her feel good, to give her compliments and things like that, which is okay for people to give you compliments. However, when you're seeking that to validate yourself, that's when it becomes a problem. We also watched, side note, Dr. Nicole from Put a Ring on It on the Love Hour with Melissa and Kevin Fredericks. So Kev on stage, Mrs. Kev on stage. And that was good stuff. Dr. Nicole drops gems no matter what show she on, no matter what she has. She has a book. I'm gonna look into it. But when I tell you that one right there, I was like, I even went back and had Ben watch it. Did you have any takeaways from that show?
What say ones you had? Give them to him. The guarantee and the pound cake. Go ahead.
The guarantee and the pound cake.
Mm-hmm.
So she was talking about guarantees. So she said, "You are the guarantee." She said, "You are what the solution that you've been waiting for the whole time. You've been looking for." So she gave the what?
I'm trying to think of that movie. Is it Oprah Winfrey movie with the three women and they say, "You are enough. You are worthy." What does she say?
You talking about the help? You are fine. You are important.
Yeah.
That's the help.
It doesn't make a difference. I was about to say it. I mean, it's a very powerful statement that we should be putting into people. It's the same thing.
Okay.
But guaranteed, you are enough.
Back to what I'm saying. She gave the analogy that a good pound cake don't need no drizzle. She said a real good pound cake don't even need a plate. You can just put that in my hand. Meaning you are fine by yourself. Be your authentic self, and you should be fine with that. And be okay with that. And so it was really powerful for that. And I think that statement needs to be going towards Jessica. Because Jessica definitely, although her and that guy that all of a sudden is in love, whatever.
Well, I mean, they had 4 dates. I mean, he's catching feelings. I mean, they only show us a little small snippet of the date. We don't know how long the date lasts and what they're doing on the date, how they're really interacting for real. We see a little bit of it, and we see him say, "I'm thinking about you all the time." And the first day he was okay, and the second day he kind of was saying, "I feel you," and I'm thinking about you. Then the third day he was like,
"I really like you."
I really like you, and he was more flirtatious the third date, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But then
the third day she didn't have no makeup on. Now she felt comfortable enough to not have makeup on, but then the fourth date she went back to wearing makeup. She went back to covering herself. It almost feels like. And then she was like, "Well, what would you do if this is your last date?" He got the stammering. He's like, I wouldn't be good. Like, I wouldn't be okay. Well, you might have to be okay. Because at the end of the day, I came in here with a man.
But at the same time, I think that put her in another space. I think all the other times she's play. Mm-hmm. But that took her to another space where he was breaking down. She's like, Eric doesn't get emotional unless he's mad. And
that's
that
the
took
only emotion that he shows.
right. And then it took her to another place. So, and he got upset the fact that she didn't acknowledge him having emotion, and he was pissed.
He was like, "You mean to tell me we've been together all this time, and this man coming here with emotion after the 4th date, and that's more than what I've given you?" Yes.
Yes. And that's
how about you listen to what I'm telling you?
That's a sign that they don't need to be together. They need to go their separate ways. And the thing, and I don't know this to be factual because I've never played in the NFL, NBA or NBL. I played in those things. I play in the FFL.
MLB. The Fantasy Football League.
Yeah. And I won there. But I kind of think about it as when you end that status, you know, of being an NBA player, NFL player, and things like that, it carries a little stigma with it to where you get you a very attractive woman and y'all together, but someone takes a trophy kind of wife or whatever, and he doesn't respect her because they always talk about how this is kind of trivial, surface level. Well, because it's like when you was in the NFL, you was top dog, and you know you had that aura about you, and then now you're not there. Now you're trying to give out, like you said, he wants more kids because he played in the NFL. He didn't spend time with his kids, so he wants more kids now. And then now he's to the point to where he's like, I don't want no more kids.
No,
like I've done that, and you want me to have more kids, but we're not connected.
Right.
Well, he's trying to connect to his kids because that's what he missed out on.
Right.
So he's trying to relive the stuff that he missed.
You can't convince me to have no kids if we not good.
Right. So then, where they're going, where he's going, they're going in two different directions. And doesn't mean that they are bad people, because I don't think that anything that he's done or said he's done is malicious. And it's just the fact that they're on two different pages. And
he's not cognizant of a lot of things, like the Mother's Day and all that. But at the same time,
he's never had it because he was in the NFL. He didn't have to do those things.
Well, and
he
then
send a gift and be good.
And I was about to say his mom is a little different in that she only wanted gifts, and nothing was ever enough for her, which came out. And so I think sometimes he thinks the same thing about Jessica, but he needs to get counseling. And he needs to, both of them needed counseling. They need to get back to themselves and then approach a relationship, but not with each other.
No.
I think that's done. And now that we know that they don't have kids together, they each have kids. They're not kids together. It's okay. Y'all need to go ahead and let that go.
And can be good friends and move on and have productive lives and go for it. The other couple who's going to be together for sure.
So upset. LaRonda and Sean. LaRonda went on another date with the older gentleman. And
it's like he was in his 80s. Older gentleman. Like he wore them white loafers or something. Put him in a dude's 25.
The seasoned gentleman. the suave man. I think that he would have been better suited for her.
She said she would date him if she wasn't in a relationship.
Correct. In Melissa voice. Correct. But I think that she's going to give Sean a chance. I think Sean's going to propose because he already was like, I don't want no more dates. I know who I want to be with, blah, blah. I don't think it's going to work. And I think when it doesn't work, she going to go looking for Mr. Seasoned Man.
I don't know if they won't. He's going to propose. And I can't, part of me is, I don't think it's good for her. No. But I can't say that's not going to work because she's been doing it for whatever.
She's not going to work. It's not good for her.
She loves him, clearly. Because as Dr. Nicole said, she shrinks because of him. Yes. And that's not good. But that don't mean that it's not going to work. I mean, that's because...
In the words of Tina Turner, what's love got to do?
People have been shrinking for years, and just it may not be the best thing. It just may be just toxic a little bit. And if it's toxic good enough for her, then who am I to say that, you know, if she likes to be short, that's fine.
She thinks that he's learned from these lessons, and so, shut up. He thinks he's learned because the last date he went on, he didn't have a tantrum like usual. And she's like, oh, I think he's learned.
But they really didn't have any major issues because the issues were with him, not with her. He has all the insecurities and stuff like that because he can't measure up to her. She's mellow. She's chill.
Mm-hmm.
She's got herself together. She didn't come there based on not wanting to be with him. She came there based on the fact that he don't feel like he's in a good position to be with her. So in that sense,
insecure, and he asked her 20,000 questions.
But in that sense, that doesn't mean they can't make it. That's what I'm saying. Like she didn't have.
I didn't say they couldn't make it.
I said they wasn't gonna make it.
Hear the rest of my sentence that you cut me off from. I didn't say they wasn't gonna make it. I said, no, wait. What was I saying? I said I wasn't saying they couldn't make it. I said they wasn't gonna make it. That's what I was trying to say.
Wait, I didn't say they couldn't go make it, but they wasn't gonna make it.
They couldn't make it because they can, but I don't think that they should or they will.
Okay.
I said what I said. I ain't taking it back. They're gonna be broken up like Hollywood and Ashley from last season. They got engaged. How'd that work out?
That was totally different though.
How'd that work out for you? In my Dr. Nicole voice.
He proposed when it wasn't good. She was on the fence.
She accepted when she knew it was good. She should have been with Kwame.
You could hear it better.
What was I gonna say? Lost it.
We're talking about friends. You put on Facebook.
What about friends?
Say your post.
So, I came to the realization everybody ain't your friend. I wish we can cue that song from that one girl's YouTube she always play when she talking about what's that boy that killed his nephew in Sweetie Pie's Tim Norman. There's a YouTuber who every time she doing a video on that case, she plays this song. Says everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. It's true. A lot of times we think because we go to church with people, because we work with people, and we have all these conversations with them, that they are your friends. And they mean us good. This is untrue. It's just untrue. These are acquaintances, people. Please use the word friendship correctly.
Say it again.
Correctly. Because when those people that you were like, oh, we're friends, but we're really not because we don't talk to each other outside of wherever we are, church, work, a club, whatever, then we get upset because they're not doing friendship things. Right? But we put them in the wrong category. That's our fault. And I have done that. We have birthday shindigs and things like that. We invite folks. Some people don't ever come, but I always be like, oh, this sounds great. I can't wait. I'm going to be there. And then they're not there. And be like, why am I inviting this person? So, I'm ending my second to last year of my 30s. And my revelation meters up. So I'm going to do things differently. Moves differently. A lot of acquaintances. A lot of hellos. A lot of, how you doing? God bless you.
Almost a little shady.
Huh?
Almost a little shady.
You going to be shady?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, I ain't going to do it.
Don't be scared.
No, it ain't worth it.
You scared? Don't be scared.
I ain't scared to talk about Zandy on camera.
Wait a minute. You wow. Okay.
Love you, Zandy.
You heard that from him, not me.
I said I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I love Alice. I don't love Zandy.
You was gonna put all her names out there.
I will say your mama call you Alex. I call you Alex, but no, her mama call her Zandy.
I was like, that didn't work. That didn't work out good for you.
Said in Missouri.
Calls her Zandy.
What's your paycheck stay?
Don't say Alex either.
Her paycheck?
Mm-mm.
Come on.
It's like her government name.
Alexander. Okay. All right.
But, so, I put that on Facebook, and I got some
High fives?
eyes.
Oh.
And I was like, if I say it, right here, out these mouth, guarantee I mean it. And guess what I'm not going to do? I ain't going to reel it back in. I said it, it's out there. I meant what I said. Next.
I ain't got no problem.
Love
your family.
Yes. Family goes in that category too. To be honest. Acquaintance, it can be a family can be an acquaintance as well. Let's just keep it real. Because family, they can not give you the time of day. Like, there's family members that I have that you've never met. And vice versa.
Uncle Pam.
She don't really count because... What? Why your eyebrows go up?
You just see your Uncle Pam don't count.
First of all, you ain't gonna be calling her Uncle Pam on the camera.
Oh.
Okay?
Sorry.
Second of all, I ain't seen her but twice, maybe 2-3 times.
In your life?
In my life. So you not seeing her ain't abnormal.
Well, hope she's doing well wherever she is. Hope she's okay.
I hope she is too.
Bless her heart.
Nobody knows where she's at. Nobody's talked to her in years. You know? I hope all is well. God bless. But it's the ones that are doing okay. I got family right here in the city that you ain't never met. And vice versa. You can't think of nobody that I ain't never met? You have a whole uncle that I just realized that you had last year.
Uncle?
Your mama brother. Remember, I was like, wait. Yeah. And that trickled down all kids and grandkids from over there. No clue. And we've been together for 10 years. Over 10.
You knew her brother's daughter, though. You see her on Facebook.
Let me tell you something. Just because they got a last name Facebook, that goes with it.
I wouldn't say it, but okay.
I've seen her on Facebook doing what? There's a lot of people on Facebook.
I can put her business out here online. I'm saying it right now. I will. When she got shot on Facebook, you seen that?
But that's what I'm talking about. That's when I found out that you had an uncle. Oh. That's what I was talking about.
That's my mama's fault. Don't blame me.
Who am I married to?
My whole family.
What does the state of Missouri say?
Hayes. You heard me, all of us.
It say Benjamin. I'll pull it up for you. You want to see the certificate?
I ain't get no license.
You ain't got no license?
I ain't get no license. I don't need it.
I got to get it. First, I got to go home. Did y'all know that you got to have your original marriage certificate?
They didn't know. They don't tell people that.
So you supposed to have the original marriage certificate with the orange around it for the license. I said, shoot, I got till next year to either find this certificate or go back to Vital Records and order me one because.
Did I already go off about the people at the DMV already?
I don't recall you doing that. No,
I didn't. I can go back.
No, because you did it on. Oh, you did it on last Friday, but you didn't go off, I don't think. Did we do a...
Let me tell you what happened.
Oh, shoot.
I got time today.
Okay.
I got a little energy now. Listen. The DMV. People about all the DMV is this and that and the other. Hate going to the DMV. It's not the DMV that's a problem. What they do have an issue with is that they don't have enough workers that's working. They had 8 lines to go to. They only had 3 workers. Wait a minute. That don't add up. Then, it's the rude customers that come in without the right paperwork. They sent you a whole letter telling you what you needed. And then you come in there without the right information. Woman came in and tried to get her son a license. She had a piece of mail from her home. The lady politely told her, the mail needs to be in your name. She said, this is my husband's name. Okay? Well, he needs to be present. And she copped the attitude. Why are you mad because you didn't bring your husband or the right piece of paper? Then he had to bring his tail in there and gonna go off on the woman tomorrow. You were so rude. No, she wasn't. She did what the Department of Treasury has asked her to do. Bring in the proper documentation, and you won't have no issues at the DMV.
You didn't tell him about the part where you said you was finna step in and say something. You wasn't gonna tell people about that part? Oh, you just gonna kindly leave that out. Because see, everybody think that I'm the one that pop off. But this one right here, quiet as it kept.
That woman was she was training. Because they don't know enough people. She was training and trying to get me out of there. But he wanted to make comments to her, taking her away from what she was supposed to be doing and being rude. So I almost said something to him. If you mind your business and your wife would have brought her paperwork in, would be a problem. Then I was going to say, what's the quote I gave him? Pardon my language, because it's coming. 3, 2, 1. An asshole will raise an asshole.
Happy Sunday. But you gonna just, and you mad all over again. Why are you? That man done went on. He's somewhere drinking the beer at his pool. Speaking of pools. Y'all comment below if Ben should give me a house with a pool in the backyard. I promise I'm going to swim in it. So, me and Ben had this conversation. I'm going to put this out there. Me and Ben had a conversation about a job. And
I'm confused.
St. Louis. About a job that would be a potential type of promotion and leaving the Kansas City area. However, it would only be one of us leaving the Kansas City area. And I told this one right here that that's probably not what we should do. And what'd you say?
I forgot. What did I say?
He said, we could be able to make it work. I think Ben trying to.
Oh, listen. Let me explain to you. When you're working in a company, and you have a family, you have a job, you have family, and your family says, okay, we'll let you go on this career path to try to increase yourself for the family. It's going to go up. And your job and your career go up. Family's like, okay, we're going to push you to make you go up. You go up, we go up with you. What are we working for? Well, we put all this hard work in down here so we can get up here. And then when we get up here, we don't want to take it. We want to stop.
Why you got your angry face on when you talking though? Like literally, you know, the Angry Birds eyebrows. That's what it was doing.
Passion.
But sometimes you have to weigh whether it's a good fit.
Mm-hmm. But then, what you don't want to do is work hard to get to a certain point and can keep going, and then you stop, and then somebody else that ain't done nothing moves on past you. And you sit back with regret. Like,
But you can have regret either way.
You can.
Regret in leaving your family behind and regret in not taking the opportunity and staying still.
My opinion on it is that what the Lord has for you is for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you continue to strive for greatness in all that you do, it takes a little bit more work. If you're going to put in more work at work, you got to put in more work at home. So you don't have to be present.
That sounds like I'm tired.
Well, sometimes you got to, sleep when you die.
You told me not to think like that no more.
Oh, you're right. You have to find a balance.
He got to pick a struggle.
Hey, why struggle?
It is a struggle. If I'm struggling, you
The song
struggling.
said the struggle's not mine, it's the Lord's.
You just gonna turn that thing, huh? That's what you gonna do?
Yep. So, my thing is to pray on it. You pray, I pray, we pray together. And then whatever happens is what happens. I'm okay either way. But I don't want you to push. Because this is what my take on it. Let me go back to it. My take on it is that we worked, we pushed, we struggled to get to a certain spot. And I'm not talking about struggle as in like having less finance or whatever, but we sacrificed. That's what I look for. We sacrificed to get you to this point while we stopping. There's other things we want to continue to do. And if that means that we got to sacrifice in another area that we haven't currently been sacrificing so you can continue to grow, I'm here for it. I got your support 100%. 10 toes down. Let's do it. We'll figure it out. Just like when you went away for that long stretch going away, when you had your little mini vacation.
First of all, I went away for
you went away
7.
like the prisoners did.
Like the prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
You're stupid. I went away for 7 weeks for training, and they act like they didn't miss me. The only one that missed me was Riley.
No,
Maya lived her best life, and you came back looking like, oh, here she go. Back micromanaging everything.
Don't live in fear and regret.
Who said I was fearful?
You ain't fearful of the movie?
Oh no, I'm good.
You the one in the corner with bubble guts. All right, so we'll. It's not even a hypothetical at this point. You ain't applied for nothing. You ain't even heard the answer back from the question.
Now see, I hadn't even said it was me.
What we talking about here? I said it was you. I said it. Now, you ain't even heard back the question that was asked about, is it a possibility that there's not a relocation? So what are we talking about? It's a mute point.
Because I'm going in to this week with action plans to figure some things out.
It's one question that needs to be figured out before we have any other conversation about it. Can this be done from my current location? And if it can, cool. If it can't, then we start talking about the other rest of that. Until then, until we meet again, be squared.
All right. On that note, I guess we're done.
I'm glad we had this conversation.
Y'all pray for us. As you can see, we got some things that are moving around and carrying on. The Lord is moving. What were you counting down to?
I said 3, 2. I'm almost there.
You almost where?
My drinks. Go ahead. My next video should be done.
Okay. Well, I'm done now because you cut me off to talk about drinks.
All I did was say 3, 2. Goodbye. Be squared. Yeah, there's the button.